Recognized with the highest broadcast certification from the American Meteorological Society. Here's News 25 Chief Meteorologist Wayne Hart with your first warning Doppler forecast.
All quiet right now on Live News 25 first warning Doppler radar. If you have plans for this evening, you should be okay. We're just detecting a few flurries up along and north of US 50, and even up there they're pushing away to the northeast. The main area of snow continues to build and organize from St. Louis to the north and west, and pretty much along and north of I-70. Let me show you our network of Doppler radars here. We'll expand out, and I've been watching this area of snow throughout the afternoon. You can see it's really increasing north of I-70, where they've already seen some accumulation there in the St. Louis area and points north. But look at the time lapse. It's pushing to the northeast. So here we sit a little farther to the south and east, and I think we're going to be okay until sometime overnight tonight. That's when the accumulating snows will really begin to kick in. No problems out on Evansville's east side. A live view from Skycam 25. We finally got the temperature up around the melting point for the first time since late Friday afternoon. We were in the freezer all weekend long, and right now we are still holding around 32. We have dropped a degree in the last hour with an east wind at around 8 miles per hour, and most of the tri-state is around 30 to 32 degrees, still a little warmer west of the Wabash, but this evening will settle down to around 30, and then as the snow kicks in overnight, we'll see temperatures leveling off in the mid-20s. Here's first warning storm tracker. You can see the clouds increasing across the area today as the snow organizes off to the west, and that's what we're going to be tracking as it moves in from the west this evening. So let me show you the latest on the timing of the snow with an updated first warning storm tracker here. We're going to start off at 6:30 this evening, and you can see the snow lining up pretty well with what we just showed you on first warning Doppler. That snow will continue to organize this evening, but here we are at midnight, the leading edge still along I-57. So the bulk of the snow will begin to move in from the west overnight, heaviest between about 3 a.m. and 9 a.m. tomorrow. And here we are at 6 a.m., your morning drive getting underway. Pretty solid area of snow along and north of the river, a little more scattered down to the south. And by 6 a.m., we'll probably already have a little over an inch on the ground in the Evansville area, about 1 to 2 inches off to the northwest, and then less than an inch down here to the southeast. But between daybreak and noon is when the snow will be winding down, and by lunchtime, just a scattering of snow showers across the area, especially north and east of Evansville. And they'll continue throughout the afternoon tomorrow as it gets breezy and pretty cold. Temperatures will briefly get up to around 32 degrees. Now, in terms of snowfall accumulations, by 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, in general, about 1 to 3 inches for the entire tri-state. For the Evansville area, probably between about 2 and 2.5, a little bit less for Henderson and Owensboro. South toward Madisonville, probably right around an inch, with less than an inch as you head south of the Western Kentucky Parkway. But it's north of I-64 where you'll see the heaviest amounts in the order of about 2 to 3 inches. But there could be locally 4-inch amounts, especially as you head north of US 50. And again, this will be about 24 hours from now, late tomorrow afternoon. Most of the accumulating snow should be pretty much over with. So as we head into this evening, my first warning Doppler forecast, just keeping it cloudy and quiet for the next several hours as temperatures settle to around 30 degrees. Overnight, the snow will move in from west to east, accumulating in general around an inch by daybreak with a low in the mid-20s. The snow will continue tomorrow morning, but taper to scattered snow showers by lunchtime. Total accumulations of 1 to 3 inches, and it will be breezy and cold again. Highs around 32. A few scattered snow showers will linger tomorrow night through the day on Wednesday, but the big story Wednesday will be the wind and the cold under mostly cloudy skies, a high only in the mid-20s. Skies will brighten up some on Thursday, not as windy, but still very cold with a high of only 20 to 25. Friday will be a quiet day with increasing clouds, not as cold, the high around 30. And then here comes a cold front, which ahead of it may spark a few scattered rain and snow showers Friday night into Saturday, and then behind it later Sunday into early Monday, there's a better chance of a wintry mix of some sort, but the models really can't agree as to just how significant that system is going to be. But we'll deal with that after we get system number 1 out of the way, and this will be the 4th snow event of the season, so we're kind of used to it by now, but obviously you'll need extra time in the morning because it's going to be a slow go.
Right. Be careful out there, and of course Scott will be here in the morning with David.
We'll be tracking in our mobile storm tracker.
So we have all you covered as well as the snow covered tomorrow morning. So I keep it right here then. Thanks, Wayne.